So I had someone ask about how to hold the Tunisian crochet hook. So I wanted to go over that, or just show you how I do it. So I always use this size of crochet hook. It's a 5.75 millimeter crochet hook, and it should have a stopper on the end for this technique that I use. They do have other Tunisian crochet hooks that you can add a wire to the end and then have a blocker to make it longer, but I like to work in blocks this size, so this is the size crochet hook that I have. And I like to add a pencil grip on mine because I hold it with my right hand and I do a lot of turning. So you can see that already it's starting to crack. Even though I don't apply a lot of pressure, you're still applying pressure with your thumb as you turn with your right hand. And again, I'm teaching for someone who's right-handed. If you're left-handed, I'm not sure how you would hold. You would need probably help from someone who's left-handed to help you through that. And you might be able to find some help in some of the Tunisian crochet groups that are found on Facebook. So on my blog, I do have a link for a Facebook group that I love that teaches Tunisian crochet, for those that really love Tunisian crochet. For me, I like the Tunisian simple stitch, and mainly just to make my Afghans. So I show you how I use Tunisian crochet to make the Afghans. Now for holding, I always hold kind of like this usually, and then the thumb is on the pencil grip. And then the right hand mainly I use for turning. And then the work I usually hold with my left hand. So here I'm starting the next row, and I'm working on my turtle at this time. So I'm just going to show you with the turtle how I follow along and how I hold my crochet hook and bring up the loops. Now I go over all of this again with each of the blocks that I start you with this crochet along. And this is my Tunisian crochet under the sea mystery crochet along for the year 2020. And so far I'm on the turtle blocks, and this turtle is going to be large. It's going to be a 4 block. But right now I'm going to show you how I bring the loops on, how I hold the yarn, and how I hold the hook. So you would get whatever graph that you're working on. I don't have my turtle graph on my blog yet because I want to finish the whole turtle before I release all of the graphs, just to make sure it comes out okay. And so far it's actually turning out really good. I'm really happy with it. But anyway, I like to print up my graphs and then just check where I am on the graph. I'm on row 18. And like I said, I don't have this graph as of the release of this video yet, but it will be on there as soon as I'm finished. So you can just go and start from the beginning of the cowl, and all of my graphs are for free download on my blog, www.helenmaycrochet.com. So now on row 18, I follow along and bring up the colors where I need to. So how I do it is I hold, with my right hand, I hold the Tunisian crochet hook. I have the first loop on, and then I kind of hold the yarn with my left hand. So you can see how I'm holding the yarn. And then I'm going to go into the first stitch and then bring up a loop. And it's that simple. So I just kind of push it, the little stitch, onto the hook with my thumb of the left hand, and I'm just turning with my right hand. And I just really love this method for making my smaller graphs. So I'm going to go ahead and finish bringing up all of my loops, and then I'll show you how I go back to complete the row. So on my blog, I show you how to read the graphs, how to get started, and more detail into how I Tunisian crochet for the different colors. For this one, I'm mainly just showing you how I hold my work and how easy it is to hold everything left hand and with your right hand. So here I'm going to return now. So I'm just going to yarn over and go through the first loop, and then I just yarn over and go through 2 at a time until my first color change. So you can see how I'm just kind of turning with my right hand and holding everything with the left hand. And it's just a really easy technique. And it's very quick too. So I mean, you can finish one of these Afghans, as far as Afghans go, really quickly. And this is it. So it's really easy. And again, this is my right-handed technique. See how I'm holding everything with my left hand, and pretty much my right hand is just driving everything or turning. And you don't want to grip it too tight. You just loosely hold it so you don't hurt your wrist or your hand or your thumb. So you just kind of turn it gently. And I'm not putting much pressure at all with my thumb. And what's nice about the pencil grip is that's what gives me a nice pressure. So I'm not pressing against the steel. I'm pressing against the pencil grip. And even the pencil grip will kind of tear, so you can see how helpful it can be. And they're so inexpensive too, so as soon as I tear this one up, usually it will last me through a full Afghan, but this one looks like I'm actually tearing it up, so I might need a second one for this one. But again, they're real inexpensive. I just buy a pack of them, and they work great. They fit on these Tunisian hooks perfectly, so I really love it. And you could see how quickly you can finish a row with Tunisian too, once you get used to the technique. And like I said, I love this technique. I think it's just a lot of fun. And that's why I always use it for my Graphghans. And that's it. Now I'm ready for the 19th row.